Hey, it's Becca again with Rebecca Reed Creative, and I'm going to show you in this video how I go from a YouTube idea to implementation to marketing. If you are interested in more videos kind of about entrepreneurship and my systems, I create a lot about Show It in Squarespace, but if you want more of this sort of thing, hit the like button and let me know. Okay, so starting off, I use Trello as my blogging and YouTube, which are my main two platforms that I use for marketing. I use Trello to kind of keep me on track. So first of all, I have these labels, and the reason I have these are for the purpose of reminding me that these are the content buckets I want to create content about, YouTube content about. So that's just a kind of side note. I'm not going to go into how I research necessarily different blog posts and YouTube videos, because there's tons that goes into that in terms of SEO and all that. So we're not going to go into that. But once I've brain dumped and have some ideas, I then create, as you can see here, the month and each week with the YouTube video that I'm going to create. And there's a workflow under this that I don't really use, but when I have an assistant, they can use it. So I just kind of copy the card over. I'll go into one of these to kind of show you what I mean. So this is a video I created, and if you open the card, you can see that I have the categories, so it's about marketing and entrepreneurship. And then here is kind of the process I would go through if I had an assistant helping me with this. So I have all that in terms of, and if you want a screenshot, you can do that. Content creation, the images and graphics that I have to create, and then scheduling it to the different places. We're going to just exit out of that right now. I actually got this template from, I think, Catchmoyer. And I think I also combined it with Dolly DeLong Education. So won't take credit for it. But you can grab theirs. It's a freebie. So I have hero content. Hero content is my weekly main content that I have, and this is what I do with it. So I am currently working on this one. It's a recipe index for a blog with Show It. So the first point is just to record the video just like I'm doing here. I use I use Loom to record my video, and you can kind of see my face down here and my screen, just because my videos are more screen heavy, I guess. So it's really easy. Just record the video, and then I click the three dots on the video and download it to my desktop. And so you can see it down here. And then I come over to YouTube, and I simply upload the video. And while that is uploading, it'll pull the title, which that title is fine. Make sure you add in keywords, of course. I have a description that I use for every single video. I do kind of adapt it a little bit, but I would highlight that description and copy that. So if there's any articles I mention in the video, I put that, but I don't think in this video I did mention anything. I always try to provide an extra resource, whether that's the free, whatever it is. So this is an SEO checklist. That could work for a Show It. I would probably try to find a different freebie I offer though. So change that out with the freebie, that would work. And then a blog that maybe is related to this topic. So if you are a food blogger, you're probably looking at WordPress site or a Show It site or Squarespace site. So actually this blog is a fine blog to have. I love linking my Facebook group for people who have more questions. And yeah, so that's what I do. Next is to create the thumbnail image. I do that in Canva. And I just have templates. If you want to look up the sizing of a YouTube video, you can get that and get a template yourself. I will click on its YouTube thumbnail template. I also will create a Pinterest graphic for this blog. Playlist. So website tip. Audience. Click yes, it's made for kids, otherwise it gets hidden. And then that's all good. Let's go back to YouTube. And change out the image, change out the text, of course, and then you download that image. And I would put that image right here, upload thumbnail. And you can do this while the video is uploading. That's totally fine. All right, we'll click next. I don't really need subtitles. I want it to be a public video. I could schedule it if I wanted, but I'm fine with it being public. And then publish it. So then it will let me know once it's done. That's great. The next step is to add the video to my blog post. So in this process, it's really good to transcribe your videos. Sometimes I'm lazy, honestly, and I don't. But if you're able to transcribe the whole video by using a tool, sometimes I just use Google Docs, and you can click like the sound button, and it'll listen, and then you can just play it as you're speaking, and it transcribes it. I've just noticed it's not great, so maybe I would use one of these resources to just transcribe the video. And once I've done that, I would go into WordPress, because I have a Show It website. I use WordPress as my blogging platform, and simply add the title, add the transcribed blog. I'm just writing like a quick little snippet because I don't have that right now. And of course, you want to get the link. So you can get the link just by clicking View on YouTube, copying it, and just type the blog. If you click that little hover over, cannot talk, the plus, and type in video, it'll pull up a video. So we'll have that. I'll enter that video. Right now it won't pull anything up because the video is not done uploading. That's fine. No, it did pull something up. And then I usually like having a call to action at the bottom, so I'm going to have that. That's great. I want my Pinterest graphic on here as well, so we will have an image that I will then create on Pinterest, of course. Oops. Find an image of one of the websites I've designed. That was a food blogger. This one, pull it in. Perfect, download it. Videos do really well on Pinterest, but I'm trying to make this quickly and not spend all my time. So while that's, nope, I downloaded a video, so I need to make sure I'm doing a PNG and not a video. Once I've added the image, I can publish the blog, and the URL slug is right here, or you can just see the full one right there. There's obviously many ways to upload an image to Pinterest. You can create a pin through this, or if I had that image on my blog, I could hover over it if I'm using Tailwind, but this is just a simple way to do it. And I did end up creating a video for this particular blog, so I will drag that in. Okay, Pinterest is taking way too long, but I would just drag and upload this video to Pinterest and, of course, link the blog article that has the YouTube video and the transcribed blog. And then I would go to Facebook. I might post it in my Facebook Show It in Squarespace for Creatives group if it pertains to the group. Otherwise, I definitely would post it to my personal business page. So if you have that, I would definitely suggest posting it there. Another place that I go ahead and post it is in LinkedIn. If your audience is linked in LinkedIn, this is another great place to post things. But if they aren't, then you may not be using it. And I just usually steal the first title as that goes to LinkedIn. And then I post it to Instagram as a story or a actual feed post. Obviously, reels are doing really well, so if I can turn it into a reel, I may try to do that. That's another good reason to create like a Pinterest moving graphic. You can reuse that on Instagram stories. And then the last place is on my Google My Business listing. I will link below a Google My Business, how to create one. But I have a Google My Business listing. It doesn't have a specific area. It just has all of the Northwest, or the Pacific Northwest, all of the US. And if you just search the name in it, and if you own it, it will come up right here, and you can get more reviews, see call history, turn on much, add update. That's what I want to do. And so I just add an update. I don't honestly know how much traffic this gets, but I do think Google likes that I use their stuff. So again, I would add a photo there and the description. Of course, I would add the button, and just learn more is fine. And I would get that link. And then I would publish it. And that would be pretty much my whole process from start to finish, as well as how I market things on the different platforms to get more traffic to my blog post.